Welcome to this special audiobook edition of The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. This summary is fully adapted for listeners like you. This journey is about unlocking your potential, breaking limitations, and learning to think bigger about what's possible for your life, your dreams, and your success. Take a comfortable seat, or enjoy this as you go about your day. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Belief creates reality and attracts support. Imagine you have a goal. It could be as simple as organizing your garage before Sunday, or as ambitious as saving $20,000 in a decade, or landing a job as vice president in your company. You might find yourself wondering, how can I ever get started? Here's the most powerful place to begin. By believing in yourself. When you believe, truly and unshakably, that you are capable, your mind kicks into gear, releasing creativity and focus you never knew you had. Picture a would-be marathon runner. If she doubts she can reach the finish line, she won't train, she won't persist, and she'll likely give up before starting. But if she pictures herself crossing that line, and truly believes she belongs there, she'll wake up early to train. She'll fight through setbacks, and she'll eventually get there. And belief isn't just about inner power. It's magnetic. When you believe in your own vision, other people start to believe in you, too. That's not just theory. The McKinsey Foundation interviewed leaders across business, government, and science, asking what traits they valued most. Do you know what topped their list? A will to get ahead, a can-do mindset. And that's only possible when you start with belief. People with this mindset keep striving, and they inspire others to join and support them. Chapter 2. Value creative thinking over fact memorization. We've all heard, knowledge is power. But is it really? Memorizing facts might let you win a trivia contest. But for real-world success, you need creativity. Think of two colleagues. One, who knows every company policy by heart. Another, who sees a new workflow issue and invents a time-saving solution nobody else considered. Who's more valuable? Creative thinking is like keeping your mind agile. Not just storing boxes, but knowing how to build with them. Successful people build their lives around creative thinking. So how can you think creatively? Here are 3 actions. First, welcome new ideas. If you're a chef, don't just cook what you learned at culinary school. Travel, try new cuisines, blend flavors, take risks. Second, try new things. If you're a car salesman, join a graphic design club. Just like David, who worked in sales, but after joining that club, learned to make his own unique flyers, making him stand out to customers and his boss. Third, spend 10 minutes each morning asking, how can I do a better job today? Maybe you're a teacher. Instead of repeating last year's lesson plan, ask yourself, how can I make science fun for my students? That one question could inspire you to bring in a cool experiment or a funny story that makes the lesson stick. Surround yourself with people who stretch your thinking, not just those who agree with you. Venturing into new circles, trying unfamiliar hobbies, opens doors you never saw before. Chapter 3. Erase negativity with daily positivity. Negativity is everywhere. The news highlights tragedies. Advertising tells us we're lacking. Sometimes even our friends and family warn, don't bother trying, it's too hard. Over time, Those voices become your own. You start doubting yourself, and suddenly, negative thoughts seem normal. But here's the truth. Negative thinking is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Consider two startup founders. Anna wakes up and immediately tells herself, "Everything today will go wrong." Ben wakes up, repeats a pep talk, and reminds himself why his business will succeed, even when he fails. Guess who pushes through obstacles and keeps moving forward? It's Ben, not because he's luckier or smarter, but because he fills his mind with confidence. You can do this, too. Create your own pep talk. A short speech about what makes you special, what your talents are. Say it aloud each morning. Read it silently throughout the day. Let's say you're a teacher who makes kids laugh. Remind yourself, "I bring joy to the classroom. That's what sets me apart." This belief becomes a shield against negativity, letting you bring your best to your work every day. Chapter 4. Success needs a team. Respect everyone. No one is an island. Think about a time a coworker snapped at you. It's easy to react negatively, label them as rude, and fight back. But what if you responded with kindness, realizing they might be struggling with something else? Often, your empathy changes their behavior for the better. Treating others as important not only improves your relationships, it makes people want to support and uplift you. American President Lyndon Johnson had a formula for dealing with people. Learn names, praise achievements, make each person feel noticed. Let's say you work in a restaurant kitchen. The chef who remembers everyone's birthday and acknowledges good work will have a loyal, motivated crew that pulls together to get through the busiest nights. Those you lift up today may be your greatest allies tomorrow, or the reason you get that next promotion. Chapter 5. Build a quality environment. You are what you eat, and you are what you surround yourself with. If your workspace is cluttered, your thoughts will be, too. If your friends gossip or criticize, you'll soon find yourself thinking and speaking negatively. Imagine Jane, a graphic designer, who spent her breaks with colleagues who complained all day. She started dreading work, stopped trying new ideas, and her art suffered. But when she began having coffee with creative colleagues who brainstormed exciting projects, she started feeling inspired and her work improved. Surround yourself with people who challenge and motivate you. If you're learning a skill, seek out mentors who are at the top of the game. If you're aiming for success, find friends who want the same for themselves and for you. Change what you read, watch, and listen to, choosing inputs that feed your dreams. Chapter 6. Let your attitude shine. It says more than you think. Your attitude is always visible, whether or not you say a word. Imagine walking into a room. You instantly sense if someone feels upbeat or beaten down, confident or insecure. Our brains read attitudes in body language and tone, and your attitude can open or close doors for you in an instant. If you do what feels right, morally and personally, you project confidence and positivity. Dress the part, too. When you present yourself well, others see you as important, and your own self-image rises. Above all, know that your actions matter. If you're passionate about your work, people feel it, and soon, you do too. Chapter 7. Overcome fear with confidence. Fear is the greatest enemy of success, whether it's fear of failure, or of others' opinions. Maybe you avoid speaking up in a meeting, thinking everyone else is smarter or more experienced. But nobody is actually superhuman. Everyone has doubts, even the leaders. The cure for all fear is confidence. And here's the trick. Act confident, even before you feel it. Over time the feeling will catch up. Sit in the front row. Make eye contact. Walk briskly, with intention. Start a conversation. Consider Dan, who was always afraid to ask questions in meetings. One day, he forced himself to speak up, even shaking with nerves. His contributions were noticed, and he soon became known as a thoughtful team player. No longer afraid. Like building muscle, confidence grows every time you practice. Chapter 8. Don't excuse failure. Learn and try again. Think of someone who failed at a big task. Maybe a friend, or maybe yourself. What happened next? Some people spend all their time making excuses. The boss was unfair. I didn't have the right tools. This market is impossible. Successful people, by contrast, immediately look for the lesson. How can I do better next time? A young couple dreams of buying a home, only to learn they can't afford the down payment. Most would walk away defeated. Instead, they ask the builder for a private loan, cut monthly expenses, and take extra jobs. Step by step, they turn an impossible dream into reality. If you stumble, don't dwell on the setback. Treat it as a teacher, not a dead end. Chapter 9. Plan, act, and study your mistakes. Knowing what you want is just the starting point. Many dream of publishing a novel, starting a business, or running a marathon. But without a step-by-step plan, these dreams float away. Lay out the steps. What comes first? What obstacles might arise? Who's done this before? And what can you learn from them? When you hit walls, as you will, stop and ask, what can I learn from this setback? Doctors perform autopsies to learn from tragedy. Pilots and engineers study accidents to prevent future ones. You can do the same with your own challenges. After a failed sales pitch, don't blame the client. Ask, how can I explain my value more clearly next time? With each mistake, you grow stronger and closer to accomplishment. The author's message is simple, but powerful. Self-belief, above talent, luck, or even experience, is the true foundation of success. Remind yourself, every confident, successful person began somewhere, overcoming uncertainty, setbacks, and fear, by acting boldly and nurturing their own belief. Surround yourself with possibility. Take deliberate steps. Support others and let yourself be supported. And never stop growing through your mistakes. Thank you for listening to this audiobook adaptation of The Magic of Thinking Big. If these ideas stirred something in you, consider reading the full book for even deeper insight. Subscribe for more book summaries, and keep thinking big. Because the limits of your success are set only by the limits of your belief. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and remember, big success begins with big thinking.